I've tried to record this so many times you won't believe. Okay, so just to get things quickly out of the way so we can get on with the main parts of the section, a little bit of a disclaimer really for a start. So the cerebral narcissist and the spy that stalked me live and let die. So we're going to get on with that story, but it is a true story. Okay, it is a true story, and it's something that I wish to do this bit for a start in order to kind of explain to people that may just find this channel or do follow the channel I've just started, that this is not a projection to other people. This is a personal journey and a personal experience that happened to me. If it relates to you, it does relate to you, and if it helps, good. Okay, but this is a personal experience. So see, if you wish, to go back as far as see. Okay, so I'm holding. This is the energy. This is the energy. Okay, someone that has access to the other side of the veil. Okay, because the black cat represents kind of, you know, the Akashic records, the occult, or kind of the other side, basically the other side of the veil. Very spiritual, but because of the wand, it's someone that kind of takes action in what it is that they learn, what they hear. They believe in what they hear, they take the action and they put it behind what they hear, and they use it as a collective of one. It's kind of the Akashic records of what we've been saying over past videos, but it's one energy that is found within one person alone. It doesn't matter your sign. It's what you literally believe in yourself. Okay, the wand of action is the action that you take for oneself. Okay, oneself, basically. Okay, but if you want to, people want to go back, because the songs, because I get subliminal messages, okay, through that energy, and see if you can put the pieces together of the wall, because the writing has always been on the wall. Okay, the writing has always been on the wall. The wall of time. The writing is always been on the wall of time. Okay, so see if you can put some of the other songs together, and the songs that will all be listed, hopefully as a story, within this section and this video. Okay, so I really do hope that you listen to those, because a lot of those are very important, and I think a lot of people may skip over, but they tell a story, and they tell a true story, a very true story, a very influential true story. But everything that I hear or that I do all comes in at divine time at the same time. Everything. Subliminal video messages, music, everything. Okay? But it does. But this is going to be a story that is a personal one, so I don't want other people to take offence. But this is a story that I need to tell to people. And we will get on with the section of the cerebral narcissist and the spy that stalked me, live and let die, spiritually. Okay? I'll see you in a sec. Okay, so now that bit's out of the way, we can concentrate, right? Because a lot of cerebral narcissists, it's about confusion and illusion. Confusion and illusion of what they think that they're causing, but they're actually not. They're actually causing them self-harm. Because what we're talking about is circular. It's circular. It's a circular motion of a predatorial energy. Okay, now this can be on a mundane level, on a spiritual level, as well as everything. Because what we're talking about is circular, a circular motion. Okay. The Wheel of Fortune, karma, destiny, and also the internet. Also the internet. We should all know that this also means the worldwide internet, because it's worldwide. It also represents the world, ending world cycles as well, but it means worldwide, so it means the internet, and it's circular. So how have I, or how do I, well I know anyway, but how do I and can I fit the pieces together? So an old video from my old channel that I had to close down because of this reason, through that I actually made a video that's about an hour long, and I tried to cut it down, which I did the, what was called the Akashic Records video. But through that, through the other channel that I've kind of deleted now and kind of started fresh, was connecting things through patterns of three, through past life, this life, and the next life. Okay, so splitting particles of time and reality and space. Okay, that was part of the Akashic record. But the symbol, what does that represent? Okay, so you, yes you laddie, standing tall behind a wall. It's only you that builds a concrete wall. Okay, concrete wall, standing tall building a concrete wall of defence. Tear down the wall. Tear down the wall. Okay? So this is a personal experience. So, because we talk about worldwide and internet, and we talk about narcissism, we talk about, which I was saying in past videos, about the sheep and the wolf, and the wolf and the sheep. Okay. Now, a wolf circles its prey. So come back to reality and let's look at how things represent and manifest into reality. If we was looking at how a wolf actually circles its prey of a sacrificial lamb, or a sheep, a follower, but a sheep that actually, sorry, but I had a weird connection there, that actually is within a field or a playground. It's not a playground, laddie. Okay, sorry, but just listen to the music. Okay, but basically a playground, because it's childish. Okay, it's childish because it's a circular motion of an energy that circles its prey. Okay, it circles its prey to take something away that holds me back and has continued to try to hold me back spiritually, try to keep me trapped. Well, it doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. Why am I not trapped? Because never forget that the sheep is the wolf and the wolf is the sheep. And this sheep inside of this pen is actually the alpha male. Is actually the alpha male. The alpha male comes back leading the pack and gives it back to his people. Literally. Okay? So then we start to discover this energy about ourselves. Okay? In the right way of what I was talking about in other videos that I don't really want to, because this is extremely creative. This is somebody that knows how to give experiences back through connecting the energies of the Queen of Wands and the Magician, of how to manifest true and reality things into his life and then actually give it back to his people, to not be a false prophet. Nobody that's a false prophet, the higher power of the higher mind, that is not controlling, does not want to be controlled, and will not be controlled ever, and will not ever try to control another human being or soul. Somebody that can give that energy back to other people to lead themselves out of the dark of what we was going over with 7, and why it's called 7, and why it relates to pride and ego, gluttony, war. Everything that we went over, the reason why I started to call this new channel 7, because I have a life path number 7. The dark passenger that is carried over from lifetimes, that circles its prey of an energy that is the sacrificial lamb of Pisces. Pisces are also known as the sacrificial lamb. Okay? It circles its prey, but as it starts to come out the dark, it realizes that as it walks into the light, that it needs to change its shape and its form. That it needs to change its shape and form. It needs to come into the light as its true self, okay, to meet the alpha at the same level. So what does it do? It gets scared and it moves back to the dark, because you cannot take from an alpha male. You cannot just take without giving as a pack, okay? So as it starts to enter the light, like a vampire, an energy vampire, or a psychic vampire, any kind of vampire that you see, that the moment that they start to walk into the light, it hurts. It hurts because it's fear and it's pride on a mundane level, an ego that holds someone back, that lives in their own purgatory mind of the dark. Because cerebral narcissist is all about mental confliction, very controlling energy. So they circular and they dig themselves into your emails, your YouTube channels, your becoming the change, your public posts of what you wish to do for yourself in order to grow as a new channel, to give it back to people as wisdom and guidance and leadership to lead people out of illusion and the dark. Okay? This is why you will never control me, and you will never control reality, and you will never change the hands of time that it takes for as long as you take to keep doing the same, because it leads you into confusion. You, laddie, it leads you into confusion because you're circling yourself of a mental confusion and confliction that you sit put and force yourself upon things to do things to stay the same way as a circular motion of karma, of not learning, Okay, you cannot do that to people. Well, you can't do that to me. You cannot do that to me. Because I will never try to control anybody in my life. Anybody in my life. Everybody has free will to do what they like. Okay? And people in my circle are free to do what they want. They're free to make choices of however they wish to live. Exactly the same as me, and that's why it's a perfect circle. A perfect circle. And I will not put up with bullshit of people that may be doing things deviously behind my back to manipulate me, to stay in your mind by staying quiet, hidden, not saying anything, not learning anything, not knowing whether you've learned anything, not knowing if anyone's learned anything. Just continue to circle and pray and not do anything different apart from the same. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get on with the next section, and I'll see everybody in a minute. Okay, so fitting more of the pieces together. So, an alpha male takes control and gives it back to his people to lead the pack. Okay, with fire and passion and true connection and true divine source, and fully believes in what he hears, sees, and as a collective of everything to create a perfect circle, to guide people in the best way that he can. Okay, so the trial begins. Okay, song in the description. People should find out. Very interesting, hopefully. Okay, but becoming the change is about that. Okay, because the leader of the pack and the alpha male also has a sting in its tail. Okay, Scorpio ascendant also represents that no longer feeling trapped. It's not me that feels trapped. It's not me that's mentally conflicted. Okay, Scorpio ascendant learns about release, of what we went over before in the last kind of section for other people. Okay, release. He has a sting in its tail because he will not put up with controlling energy of someone that wants to remain hidden. You cannot split two people in half and have an essence of one person in another person's meat suit. Really? Are you living in illusion? Because that is spiritually bullshit. It's spiritually bullshit, and it would never happen. Okay? I mean, really, that's complete and utter illusion. That is circular motion. Okay? No matter who's in my life, doesn't matter who it is, will never control me, as I would never want to control anybody. And that is the energy that I push out as true manifestation. You never have manifestations of labels, because a label is bullshit. And it's part of the matrix. It's confusion and illusion. The price tag on things in life is illusion of a label. You cannot label people because of pride that keeps the ego alive, and fear of rejection, and everything that we go through in other videos. You can never split two people in half to create one. Okay? That's two paths. I will not be held accountable spiritually or on a mundane level to be forced upon to feel trapped because of someone that's circling emotion of making me feel that I need to take something else while I sit back in illusion again to play out the same cycle again. Now I could quite easily go over loads of shit. And you want to go backwards? Well then, go backwards. Go backwards. People in life, you have to show up as your true self. When things hurt, like a vampire when it enters the light, when it hurts is growth. That is growth, and that's true growth. Because if things don't really hurt that need to change, then you're living in illusion, and people have to experience true pain in order to change and transform into their better self. You will never, ever get anything in life by trying to control other people by not changing oneself. You have to change things for one's self with action and true belief of what it is that you believe. Literally. And if what you believe is illusion and bullshit of three-partied stuff, I am not part of any three-party party. There is no three-party tea party in my collection of energy. It will never be. It will never be. And you will never split two people. This is to everybody. You will never split two paths into one. It's one path that people have to take that guides the way of light. It's dark. Yes, and it becomes clarity as you walk it when you change it. It's singularity, like I went over last time. Okay, that we went over last time was death and rebirth. That is what that meant, of a singular motion of what it is that you walk within your karmic line of what it is to become the change. It's singular. It means death. It means rebirth, transformation, showing up in oneself of what it is that I learn. And if I have not learned anything and I'm still really controlling, well, what's the point? What's the point? Things that manifest into people's lives, you cannot manifest people, you manifest an energy of what it is that your soul cries for. Your soul as an energy cries for something and it manifests into reality. And when you label people or things or illusion of pride, that doesn't work, and it never will work. And it will never work with me, because I'm free. I'm a free spirit and I believe in freedom. I want to give people freedom and I want to live in freedom. You meet each other, soulmates, truly at an energy of nothing. Because you both change. Don't want to give too. I've got other videos for that. But circular motions of predatorial people that try to keep you trapped, spiritually or mundane level, is cerebral narcissism. It's too much mind control, too much mind thought. You cannot live in the darkness of yourself and the dark side of your moon. Through my other video, connections mainly are through sun sign, rising sign, and moon sign. Moon sign. They're opposites of attraction. Okay? Pisces, Virgo, Gemini, Sagittarius. So there is no way that you cannot tell me that you are not doing a circular motion of predatorial action when I can feel it and know it and see it. It's written. But bullshit is not accepted within my life. Within my life. Okay? It will not be accepted. Because creation is a creation that you do for oneself to give it back to other people. And I do not want to feel spiritually trapped by feeling that someone's trying to entrap me to do the same thing again while waiting for the same thing to happen again. Well, it won't, because I'm not part of any tea party. I'm not a child, I'm an adult. I do not participate in people that keep me trapped within waiting and bullshit. It's not acceptable, and it will not happen. Okay? So for everybody else, I'm going to go into the last section where I'll explain the songs, and I'll see you in a second. Okay, so one more section very quickly, as quick as I can, because I'm trying to keep this section fast, because I have loads of other videos to come up for people about trust, and about where we're going to dive deeper into people's feelings and emotions, and we're going to dive deeper into the 7 deadly sins and things. And I've got readings and manifesting programs coming up, and doing some readings and kind of stuff that I've got planned. Okay, future projects. So hopefully, if you find this channel, would very much appreciate it if you subscribe and like and share if possible. Okay, but you see, when I left my other channel, it was the hardest thing for me to do, because I built up quite a large subscription base, and I literally have had to start over fresh and move away from the toxic behaviour that I know was happening. I know it was happening, and I pretty much proved it on the last one. So I took control back of my life and started to steer my ninth house of spirituality. It's life path number 7, but it's also in my 9th house. Okay, and I'm also a taxi driver, if people didn't know, which is life path number 7, which I did go over in that one. But it's taking full control back of steering and guiding myself and other people back into forward movement of taking control back of oneself, of my channel, my new channel. Okay, trust is the most important thing in any relationship, or in any family relationship, or any job, or anything. Trust is the most important thing ever. And if people decide to stay in darkness of themselves, well, love is just a feeling that was created by the darkness that we went over with songs, in other descriptions, in other videos. It's spoon-fed and perpetuated by the darkness, and it keeps yourself in illusion. Virgo, opposite sign, Pisces, Pisces Sun, Virgo rising, illusion, descending. Feelings and emotions are not real. Reality is real. You have to show up in your life as your present self. If our present self is controlling, you can't control other energies, and you never will. And the more you do, well, you better run, because you will learn. Because you will run backwards. You'll be walking backwards blindly in life and not noticing things directly in front of us. Forward paths and people that are on our path is because you're walking forward and you've experienced pain to learn to move forward, to meet people at face value, and trust and respect and being trustful and prideful of oneself to move forward is the true love that you can only ever find within yourself. And my true love within my true self can never be taken free willingly, because I don't free willingly give it to people. I notice people, I see people, and I have a very small circle in my life. Okay? And the people that are in it are valuable members that have been in it for a very long time, because we show each other respect. Respect. We don't hide things from people. There's never been no betrayal or deceit, which is why trust is the most important thing to show up in life. To prove to yourself that you are trustworthy. If people don't show up as they are trustworthy, then you continue to do the same thing of a broken foundation in life. Okay, sorry I had to cut that off, but I really need to add this section just so I can get this out of the way and we can move forward on a path of what I do have planned for this channel, because I have so many different things that I can kind of help guide people. Okay, but you're seeing someone very direct at the moment to a lot of other people. Okay, but this needs to happen because it's happening again with this channel yet again. Okay, Pisces descendant. Okay, sacrificial lamb. Virgo, Pisces, me, Pisces sun sign connection. right? But also within this is not Cinderella. This is not a three-party tea party, okay? I am not involved in that, okay? Sitting and waiting an illusion of a sacrificial lamb for someone to come back to do the same thing, really? That's absolutely fucking illusional. Have some respect for yourself to move in some kind of different direction. I bet my whole spirituality on it, the fact that that has happened yet again. I bet you. Just by everything. Okay? Just by everything. Have some respect for yourselves, for God's sake, because it's ridiculous the fact that people are free-willingly giving, well, I can't move forward because what if somebody comes back to cheat on me again? Because that's what I want, because I'm living in fantasy and illusion that it won't happen again. Really? That's Cinderella and thinking that John Paul is going to come over and you're going to create a perfect life of something that's just beyond belief. It's beyond reality. It doesn't fucking exist. Sacrificial lamb fucking exists, believe me. You can't build things from distrust. Because if you're stupid enough in order to be cheated on in life and let people walk all over you and trample you as a sacrificial lamb, they're going to. Trust me. Time and time and time and time again. Over and over and over again, it creates the same bullshit in life, thinking that Cinderella is actually real. Okay, now I do apologise to a lot of other people if I am completely direct, okay? But this is how you show passion and leadership in order to fucking wake people up. You know, I can be extremely caring and forgiving and nurturing, but when messages need to come over powerfully, trust me, I will lead people out of the dark and out of the illusion, and they have their own free will to whether to listen, and that's why it's called opportunity. Okay? This is happening very much again. I need to wait for someone while I take and live in illusion, take and then wait for someone to come back to do the same fucking bullshit over and over again, because I can assure you that that's the way it is. Okay? You cannot sit and sacrifice yourself through being daft, through being absolutely daft, because people lead themselves into illusion. All right, it's karma, right? And people have their written right to walk their path on their own, right? They do. But involving 3 people into a timeline is preposterous. It's fucking stupid. It's illusion. Okay? You have to have respect for yourself to realise that the karma that you're experiencing, it means move forward. Now, because fuck it, move forward in some kind of fucking direction, but don't circular me to think that I'm just going to take and wait. I'm going to take and wait because I want this essence in that thing that's going to cheat on me. Really? Fucking really? That is complete illusion. It's complete illusion. You have to have trust and respect within yourself to give off that of an energy. Okay? Because I'm going to go on the next section. Okay, sorry for that disconnection, but it's the last kind of section. Okay, so the people's connection, what leads you into illusion is the fact that you're not coming out of illusion. And this is why we have connection of when you have 3 party, 4 party, 5, 6, 7, it doesn't matter how many people, it's the fact that you can't know who is who because you're living in illusion. You can't pick up true resonance of yourself whilst living in illusion because you lead yourself into delusion. This is what makes the delusional self and why you can't figure out who the fuck is who in it. Well, I know who I am, right? But that's why people can't figure out, oh, well, you're going to pick up psychically from so-and-so and so-and-so. Yes, you will. Definitely if you're within a 3 party or 4, 5 party because you're connected to learn, to release and drop. This is why it relates to time and the past, of why you cannot change history because it's written. If your history that you have wrote in this time reality within whatever time period in section has been destructive, then reality, light bulb moment. Wow, I'm fucking waking up, realising. Because you're obviously here to learn something, so you will learn, and I will tell you if that's what you want to know. Okay? Now, you can go in any direction that you want, but do not try to involve me in it, because Cinderfucking-Rella, Batman and Superman are fictional characters. They don't physically exist. We exist on this plane of existence as human beings, and we have souls, and we have feelings, and we have pride for ourselves. Okay? In order to know how to move forward, you have to find that within yourself to realise, wow, how the fucking long has this been going on? Okay? You lead yourself into illusion because you're not using you're being used. You're being used. Sacrificial lamb. And I am no longer a sacrificial lamb at all. Choose a path and take it for oneself, to everybody. I will never lie to people, okay? Never. It may come across harsh to a lot, but that is what wakes us up. How many times do you want to continue to do things? That is your choice of what you make for yourself. Everybody. Okay? So, let's come back around. Let's come back around, because that obviously needed saying. Okay? Because it's for people's highest good. I will not say things for your lowest good to lead you back into temptation. I lead people out of the dark and into the light. Okay? And that's why sometimes messages can come across very strong and powerful, because that's leadership. That's leadership. And you have to take criticism on to be a true leader. And you have to worry more about the message that I'm giving across that should hopefully help people. If it doesn't, they normally dislike, hate it, form hatred, project that out to blame to me, and they go off and they learn more. Okay? But that's a collective. That's what karma is. It means release and move forward, or not. It's still a decision. But a decision is still a decision that you take for yourself. Okay? So, the songs in the description, if I haven't mentioned it, I can't remember, because I've done so many different sections through to unavoidance of interruption. But please try and put the pieces together, okay, through past videos and past songs. But all songs are so relevant, and the films sometimes that I connect with them are also relevant. They also give us messages, well, they do me. And it's a message that I can sometimes give to people that give back to others as a collective of a perfect circle of things that people just find, fuck, that's so relevant to my life. Of course, it is, because it's connection. It's how we connect with one another on any plane of existence, because it's an open source of channeling. Okay? So all the songs will be in the description. All the links for people to follow, if you wish to, are also in the description. And I do apologise for this, but it needed airing. Okay, so I have loads of other different things coming up in the future. I really can't tell you when or where, but it will at some point in time. Okay, so peace.